Hey guys, it's Don for the OSBGL. We're here at the Newmarket Public Library today on a Sunday, and I'm here with Andrew Brock.
Hello.
And Chris Streets, and we're here for a couple games of Battle Company. So we've got the game board all set up here. There it is there. We've got it laid out for the mission Ambush. Chris's warband is coming on that side. He's the attacker, so he has to get 5 models off the other side of the board in order to win. And what's your warband, Chris? What faction?
It's Minas Morgul.
Minas Morgul. Okay, so it's a mix of orcs and Black Numenorians. And here's my warband, which is Airborne Dale. We've played the first turn, so his guys have moved on. One of my guys fell down while trying to get off that little hill, and another guy there failed to jump over the hedge. But I got those guys, and then 3 more guys hiding around the corner here, getting ready to take some shots down that road, hopefully. Okay, so we'll get on to turn 2, and we'll be back in a bit. Okay, we've just completed turn 2. You can see my guys have started moving up the road here. This fellow here, he's stood up and started trailing after his comrades. This guy still can't seem to get over the hedge. And these 3 over here have stood still, and they fired down the way here at the mercenary orc on the right, but failed to kill. And Chris has moved some of his guys all with bows up the center of the street, and he's got a group coming down each side. Okay, so now we're about to start turn 3. Okay, we're back after turn 3. You can see Chris's guys are moving up either side of the road, and his archers are moving up slowly down the middle. They took some shots at my guys over here behind the hedge and failed to hit. And my dwarf ranger Dwarfer took a shot down there and killed the orc mercenary on the right hand side. Well, not necessarily an orc, but mercenary. These guys have moved up down the road, gotten into a bit of a formation, and yes, this guy has now rolled 3 1s in a row and still cannot get over that hedge. So I have to figure something out there. Okay, we'll come back after turn 4. Back after turn 4, my guy finally got over the hedge. He moved down a little bit, found an easier spot to get across, and finally jumped over. My unit of 5 dwarves formed a little roadblock, and these 2 guys stayed still and fired down the road, but did not have any luck this turn. Chris's guys are starting to flank over to the left with 4 here, and over to the right with 4 going through this ruin right here. And one of the Black Numenorians has left his little troop of orcs and is taking cover behind the fence, but who knows if he's coming around this way. So I'm gonna have to, I'm coming up the middle and he's going around the left and the right, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out what to do here. Back after turn 5. Here we are back after turn 5. I've sort of started moving back with these 3 dwarves because his guys are starting to come through the ruin here. Gonna sweep around this flank. I've got 3 guys that have sort of moved up to the center of the road and taken cover there. And my 2 guys back here, I had my 1 dwarf just shimmy over to the right. Chris has got a little contingent of guys coming up around this flank here, and then he's got his guys coming up the road still shooting. All 3 of his guys shot, and all 3 of them hit a different target, a different person on my warband. All of them had in the ways, they all passed their in the ways, but then all 3 failed to wound, fortunately for me. And where'd your last guy go there? The last guy, where'd he go? There he is. He's starting to come into the ruin now. So we just read the rules to figure out where his guys have to exit the board, and they actually have to come off of the road. So they have to actually come off sort of in this area here. So that should help me a little bit, but we'll be back after the next turn. Okay, back after turn 6. Chris's guys are still lingering there on the road. One hopped over the fence and started moving up. These guys fired down the street at some of my guys who have jumped over the hedge and come out into the street. They did not cause any damage. My guys returned fire, did not cause any damage. He's got his little group coming around the side of the building, and he's got this guy coming up through the ruin. And these guys have actually sort of sprinted out the side of the ruin. They've come right up, and I've sent a group of my guys up to sort of intercept them. Both of our leaders are in this group. I threw a couple throwing axes, but no luck there. So yeah, that was turn 6. We'll be back after turn 7. Okay, we're still into turn 7, but we got some combats about to happen over here. Chris did a heroic march with his guys to try to run past me, but I was able to pass 2 courage checks, and his leader has been charged by my leader and one of my Grimhammers, and one of my sergeants has come into his Morannon Orc with a spear support. He's got another Black Numenorian coming up the rear here. My Dwarven Ranger hero has decided to start heading over this way as well. And these guys took up positions and took some pot shots. Got some hits, so did his guys, but no deaths. And he's getting close to the exit here, so this game is about to ramp up. So we're going to have some close combat here, and we'll come back once that's done. Okay, that combat's over. Nobody died. In the combat here with the Dale Warrior versus the Morannon, my guys won the fight, but both failed to wound. And over here, my Grimhammer piercing struck. He decided to shield with his guy, and I had heroic struck with my leader, so I had the high fight there. I won the duel, pushed him back, and failed to wound, but my leader used his last point of might, he has 2, to cause a wound to his leader, because he had no might and only 1 fate and 1 wound, but he did pass his fate roll, so he is still alive with no fate. So we are on now to turn 7, I believe. And we have rolled priority, and Chris has 1 priority. Okay, we're just finished the shooting phase in turn 7. So Chris is running this group of 4 around the flank here. They're getting very close. I backed up my 2 archers and fired a couple shots over here. Got a nice hit on one, but failed to wound. Again, he's got 2 guys coming up the street. They shot, didn't kill anything, and my 2 guys over here that are sort of out of position to do anything at the end of the road are just moving up. One threw an axe, failed to wound. He's got a guy running behind that house. And then we've got more combats here. Chris had priority, and he arranged them in this way here. And I just left my spearman where he was, so we'll conduct those combats and we'll be back. Oh, and he has another guy that's like sprinting for the road, so he needs to get 5 guys off. So that 1 and those 4 will give him enough to win. We will be back. Okay, that combat ended dramatically. His leader won the fight but failed to wound my leader. And then we had a Grimhammer fighting a Morannon Orc. The Grimhammer won the fight and rolled a 6 to kill the Morannon. And then the Dale Sergeant and the Erebor Dwarf won the fight against the Mercenary. And the Dale Sergeant rolled a 6 and killed a couple of guys there. Bit of a turnaround. So I have priority for the next turn, so we'll be back after moves. Kind of lost track of what turn it is. I think this is turn 8. So one of Chris's orcs is about to run off the table here. That'll be the first guy. We're just finished the shooting phase. We got some melee here. 2 of my guys, my leader and my Grimhammer, both failed their courage checks and did not charge. Down the street, my 2 dwarves are just short of getting into combat there. His 2 guys both fired arrows and did not kill anything. He's got his orc running around the side of the big pile of crates and barrels. And down here, I had my guys shimmied in down the road, and I actually managed to kill one of his guys there, which was amazing. So that actually makes quite a bit of difference in the game, because that was going to be the 5th guy. So now it's going to be dependent on that guy to get off. Just finished up the combats here. His leader won the fight, or no, I shielded against his leader and won the fight, pushed him back. The Black Numenorian won the fight against the Erebor Dwarf with shield and spear, and rolled a 6 and knocked him out. Okay, we'll roll priority and be back. Okay, we're into the next turn, and we just had a big thing happen. His leader had moved up right to here, and my 2 dwarves were a little bit short of getting into contact, so they just moved up. He failed to charge, failed his courage check, but the Grimhammer threw his throwing axe in the shooting phase, hit and rolled a 6 and managed to knock out his leader. His friend is here. He's now trying to run for the edge of the board. These 2 guys moved up to take a shot at him, failed to wound. These guys are very close. He did manage to get 2 guys off the board. He's got that orc still coming around the side. And we've got 2 combats up here now, about to happen. Okay, so those fights are done. My guy at the back won the fight, didn't kill, pushed him back. But my Sergeant Gror, he managed to take out that model that was in combat with him there. So we're on to probably almost the last turn. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. His guy's running as fast as he can to get off the board. My guys are chasing him, be throwing some axes. I got a dwarf ranger that's going to be shooting at him there. My other guy's taking up position to shoot at his orc. Down the end of the row here, his guy jumped over the fence, and my guy's attacking him over the wall there, and this guy's just heading back in this direction, but he's got a bum leg, so he only moves 4 inches. Okay, we'll do some shooting, and then we'll come back. Okay, very dramatic shooting phase there. Both my throwing axes hit, but failed to wound. My 2 archers shot as well, and failed to wound, so we're coming into... I don't know, we're getting close. He just needs 1 more guy off. I'm not sure if he's within 6 inches or not. Well, let's have a quick measure. He is very close to being off, but I don't think he can make it quite this turn. Anyway, we will be back once we sort this all out. Okay, our movements have been done. His guy is like half an inch away from getting off the board. My guys have run up behind him as close as I can. These 2 guys, the Dale Warrior stood still, the Dwarf moved up to the hedge, hopefully to get a shot at that orc, and we got, that was ended up being a kind of a standoff back there in that fight. And oh, I forgot to move this guy. I'll move down the street a little bit. So here we go. Okay, I'm gonna do my throwing axes. Grimhammer throwing at that guy, needing a 5. It is a 3, so that is a miss. My leader, Old Barney, throwing axe at that Black Numenorian, needing a 5. And it is a 4. Okay, so my Dale Warrior is going to fire this way at this guy. I'm not sure if that bush is in the way. Let's see if I can hit first. He did not move, needs a 4. That is a 6. Okay, is there an in the way for this bush?
No.
No in the way. Okay, so I would need a 6 to wound, correct? Okay, here it is. Oh, close, but no cigar. Okay, my Dwarf Ranger, he did move. He'll also fire. Needs a 4. Where'd it go? Rolled a 2. So, no bueno. So this is it. It comes down to the priority roll here. There's no might left on the table, so we'll do the priority. If Chris wins priority, he's going to get his last guy off and win. Who had priority last time?
Myself.
You did? Okay, so I win the tie. So here's Chris's roll. And it's a strong roll. It's a 5. Okay, here comes mine. Oh, Chris takes it. And with that, his guy is going to run off the table here and over there. So he ended up getting 6 off the table right down to the last wire. And over there, his guy's just going to run away, but the game is going to end anyway. So good game. And there he is, the winner. Congratulations. He's a little stressed out. All right, that's it. And now we have to do all of our rolling and whatnot, but we're getting pressed for time here, so we're probably going to quickly clean this up and play another game, and we'll have to do all that stuff a little later. Thank you for watching. Okay, just rolling for my injuries and promotions and stuff. My leader, he only gained 1 XP in this game because I lost and he didn't cause any wounds, so he's at 19 XP. My human hero, he had nothing happen to him. And Roar, my dwarf ranger hero, he got an increase and I rolled and his fight went up to 5, so that's handy. My Grimhammer, who has already been promoted, can't be promoted anymore, but he did get to roll for promotion, and I actually rolled a 6, and he has now become a hero and has been given a point of fate. My Dale Warrior here, he's up to 9 XP, so it didn't get to roll. My Airborne Dwarf with Spear and Shield, he was knocked out, but rolled a 4. Or no, I forget what he rolled, but he got a full recovery anyways. My Dwarf Ranger with Bow, he actually gained 3 XP, got to roll for promotion and failed to promote. And then my new guy just picked up 1 XP for being in the battle. And I rolled a 4 for gold, so I get +1. So I got 5 gold to work with. And that's it for now. Okay, here we're about to start game 2. It's to the death. Chris, once again here, he is going to be playing against Andrew Brock. This is Andrew's first game with this warband, which is the Mount Gundabad. Is this?
Yes, Mount
GPS is the name. Which, what does that stand for?
Gundabad Pillaging Squad.
Gundabad Pillaging Squad. Okay, and Chris is back into this with his warband of orcs and black Numenorians. And what is this? To the death? What are we playing here? This is to the death. And wow, the last game we played was over 2 hours long because it was walk all the way across the table. This one is probably going to be over in like 20 minutes. Okay, so you guys want to roll for your first turn priority? I assume this is your deployment.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, so Andrew takes it on a 6. Anyone calling any heroics? Chris? These guys are going to be all over each other on the first turn.
yeah.
Chris's guys, the Black Numenorians, cause terror, which could be very good against the Hunter Orcs.
No heroic moves, no.
No heroics. Okay, so Andrew's going to go first, and I can probably start cleaning up that side of the table. Because I think it's going to be all right here. Okay, we'll be back after movement. Okay, we're back. Chris is just finishing up his last moves. We're like fully engaged right here on the first turn. We've got orcs and hunter orcs and black Numenorians all engaging down the line here. So this is going to be a very short game, one way or the other. Okay, so I'll just like keep this going, and you guys can talk through your combats. Who had the priority?
We got one more model. We got.
He's going to stick around.
He's gonna stick around. All right. Since I have priority, do you wish to call any heroic actions, sir?
So I think Chris has 2 heroes, both with 1 might each. Well, I think you have a 3rd hero as well, but has no might, right? This is the first game for Drew's warband of hunter orcs as well. Like the very first game.
So this could be very disastrous for me.
Yeah, could be a very short career for this warband.
That's true.
Well, you had played 3 games with the other one, which was, what was the name of that world game?
was the
was it
Mirkwood.
Mirkwood?
Yeah.
So it was all wargs and spiders, and the spiders in that
No heroics.
are
No,
just terrible.
So we'll go here. This gentleman will feint, and this guy will piercing strike.
So you got 2 versus 1 here?
3 versus 1.
3 versus 1. Oh, okay, jeez.
Oh, he gets the 6, and I get the 6 as well. So it's my priority. Do you wish to be more evil or less evil?
Where are you from? Gundabad. I'll be more evil.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3 is yourself. You get an S3, so you win.
Okay, wow. So the outnumbered orc.
So this gentleman goes to a defense 4. They're all defense 4.
Yeah. So I guess I'll just go for
Sure. Not enough.
not enough.
But you didn't get killed, so that was the main thing.
That was the main thing. The archer versus your Numenorian and orc.
So Chris has 2 versus 1 here. 3.
Oh, you win,
versus
though.
3.
You- I have
Black
fight 3.
Numenorian has fight 4, right? So
Yep.
he takes the fight there.
So Black Numenorian and the regular Orc Warrior.
Orc warrior gets him.
Ah.
Is that a
It's a mercenary thing.
mercenary? Okay.
I don't mind losing mercenaries.
What were the numbers? Like, did you outnumber him with the mercenaries, or?
I had 1 extra model with the mercenaries.
Okay, so now we're at even numbers.
So we've got a Morannon orc versus my 1 hunter orc.
Oh yes, I know that Morannon orc.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. And I got a 5. Oh, he's getting the 6s!
2 5s, but Chris rolled a 6. So the Morannon orc takes it, and here's his roll to wound.
Here comes a 4. Yeah, he
Yeah.
gets him.
Oh,
He gets him.
oh, they're falling. That was actually a hunter orc.
Yeah, alright, let's go with my captain versus these 2 guys.
Where is this?
This gentleman here versus
Those
these 2
two.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah, alright. Come on, Chris, your 6 training's gotta end for me. It's my only hope.
5.
Ooh,
And
must be
5.
I'm gonna use my point of might to make that a 6. And take the win.
Okay.
Don't have a choice.
Well, you're fighting 2 guys against your leader, right?
Yes. So he is a Morannon, correct?
This guy's Morannon, yeah.
Okay, so I'll throw my first dice against him and we'll see what happens. It is a kill, and we'll throw against the other guy.
Strength 4, hunter
Oh,
orc.
cock dice. And it is another kill.
Wow.
Woo! That
The
point of
captain.
might was well worth it. That
It was
brought,
worth it.
So that with those 2 kills, both sides have lost 2.
So we're gonna do this hunter orc back here, and he's gonna attack that guy.
So hunter orc with 2-handed weapon fighting a black
He'll
Numenorian.
attack regularly, won't be using his 2-handed weapon here.
Oh, what a shot!
And I get a 4 high,
4 for the hunter orc, 3 for the black Numenorian.
and I get a 4, so
And
not enough.
4, no.
Not enough.
So it pushes him back.
And then my orc with a shield there is gonna shield.
So there's an orc in the middle of those trees.
Yep. And
He's
gonna
a
shield.
mercenary.
Yes, he is. And I get 3 highs.
Mercenary gets a 3, and black Numenorian got a 4.
You
One.
poison
Weapons?
You have
Oh,
poison?
poison weapon?
Oh, not enough.
No.
So he gets pushed.
Pushes him back through the bushes. And you'll notice that we've cleaned up the rest of the entire table, and we just left like this 25% of the table with terrain on it, because we only have about 30 to 35 minutes left in the library here, and they'll
Next turn.
kick us out right away. So priority 3,
3 to a 1.
3 to 1.
Do you wish to call any heroics, sir?
We should do. Do like a heroic kind of charge to get in there
Heroic
first.
move?
Mm.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a second after Chris considers his heroic. Okay, so
I'll
Chris
save it.
did do a heroic move so that he got to make the charges. And it's a little bit hard to tell who's who because of everybody's an orc, but the hunter orcs are on one side by themselves, but they do have a few allies or mercenaries. So everybody's been engaged here. So once again, we're going into the fight phase here. There's no shooting.
No shooting. Chris, where would you like to start?
Well, I think you got priority, so
Oh, that's true. You
I
know
rolled
what?
another one.
So let's start here, I think. This gentleman will faint.
So we have a hunter orc fighting
That's two on
2
one.
on
Yeah?
1. Yeah,
fighting
2 on 1.
two
I guess it does because
orcs.
it moves a shield.
All right.
How do you have 2 orcs here?
That's mine as well.
Okay.
Come on.
That's-
Oh,
That's
it's
my guy in
okay.
the middle
Okay,
there.
I got it. It's a mercenary on the other side.
I got a 5 as well.
Okay, so both sides rolled a 5.
1, 2, 3, it's me. Or for you, it's you, sir.
So
Shield.
Chris gets it. So once again, his outnumbered guy shielding
All right.
wins.
My 2 attacks
There's
attacking
just a
normally.
one-on-one fight. Chris rolls a 2.
I got a 6.
Drew gets a 6.
And I do get the kill.
And he rolls a 4. The strength 4 is
Strength
very
4 is
handy.
clutch. And that was...
Two-handed weapon guy.
It was Skullcracker.
Skullcracker, that's his name?
That is
Okay.
his name.
Alright. He lived up to his name.
All right. Let's do this fight here against that black Numenorian.
So the other
The
two-handed
one right on the edge.
Yeah.
versus a black
Black
Numenorian. I'm just
Well,
going to call out
who's
the
guy
dice
doing
rolls
fighting on
too.
your side?
On this guy, he's one of just a regular guy.
Yeah.
Chris probably has might there. That's
Yeah.
I would imagine. So his guy
Okay.
is the orc is what, fight 4 or
Just
fight
consider-
3? Fight 3.
Considering what weapon to use, I'm always wary of using two-handed weapons.
No, I'm definitely not going to be in this case. I got 5. So I
Okay.
push him back an inch.
So Andrew took
And
that
I do
one
get the
and
kill.
rolled a 6. So he has caused a wound to that black Numenorian, which I believe is a hero.
Using Fate.
So you're going to be pushed back an inch.
He makes it.
Yeah. He
And
fates it.
there is his fate roll.
So if I cause a wound and he makes a fate save, I don't get a point, right?
I believe you do, but I'll look that up anyways. Mark it down and then we'll double check. I always forget that.
We will do this one next against him. You have a higher fight value, correct? So I will
So
faint.
we got a hunter orc fighting a black Numenorian. Chris has rolled a 4.
Drew
Drew
6.
rolls a 6. Pushes the black Numenorian
And I
back.
do get 1 wound. And if it matters, just a 1.
So 1 wound has been rolled. Oh, he's not a hero, so he's just out.
Oh no, hold on. That one is a hero. So he actually has a fate.
Sorry,
Okay.
he
Could
does have a fate, so
potentially-
put him back on the
potentially,
board. Possibly. No, does he have might?
This one, no,
He actually spent his
used
might.
it. He
He
used
just-
it.
Oh,
This is
okay.
my-
Too
yeah.
bad. Could have come in handy there. So he rolled a 3, failed his
This
fate
hunter
roll.
orc against that gentleman there.
Hunter
He had a feint
orc
as well.
versus another black Numenorian. Chris rolls a
I get
4.
double 1s, sir.
Andrew, snake eyes.
Snake eyes. And you get a 4, which
Chris
is
rolls a
not
4.
enough. And then I
3.
will shield versus your Morannon. I'm scared of the Morannons. They're a big brother, and you get a 6, and I get 4s, so you win, sir.
So the Morannon orc won the fight on a
And
6,
kills him.
and then rolled a 6 and killed a mercenary.
Kill the mercenary.
He's expendable.
He's expendable. Very much is. All right.
Is that all the fights?
That is
think
all
so,
the
yeah.
fights.
Okay, we're
yeah.
into turn 3 priority. Chris has rolled a 5, Andrew
gets
gets a 1. Back in a minute.
Chris.
Okay, we're at the start of the combat round in turn 3. So we have one of Chris's orcs there facing a mercenary and a hunter orc. Is that the fight you're starting with? And then we got a big scrum
I'm gonna
back
go
in
with
here.
The leader first.
You're gonna go with the leader first, or are you calling anything, or no?
No.
All right.
So we got a leader
Attack
fighting a
normal.
hunter orc with a 2-handed weapon. Drew will be fighting normally, I assume.
Yep. Set the bar for me, sir.
That's a mighty 1.
Oh, I got a 5.
The black Numenorian has been pushed back.
I'll spend 5 fate points.
So Drew rolled a
I
4.
rolled a 3 and a 4.
So
not enough,
it's not enough. So he just gets pushed back.
Okay, I'll go with this guy here.
I
And then
will
we
feint with
have
him.
the same thing, but the hunter orc does not have a 2-handed weapon.
And I get 5s, and you
3
win, sir.
5s have been rolled. So the black Numenorian takes it on fight, and that hunter orc squeezes out to the side.
Captain
Chris
could be in trouble.
rolls
No.
4. So your strength 3 versus defense what?
4.
4?
Hunter
So
orcs are only defense
yeah,
4.
you still need to roll a 5, unfortunately. Does he have might?
This guy. No.
No, it was the other gentleman here, the leader.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go next with this other black.
So
I
so
will
far
feint
there's
as
a
well.
lot of pushing and shoving, but nothing much. So black Numenorian versus hunter
Gets the
orc. Chris
6.
rolls a 6.
He gets the win. You have better fight.
Drew has, yeah, because he has the higher fight. So
Unfortunately. Oh no, he's the new guy. Oh, thank God.
So he'll scooch back to that.
rolls a 2. Chris is just not capitalizing on the wins.
And then the Moran Orc.
So then we have a
Finn
Moran and
that
Orc
guy.
fighting 2 Hunter Orcs here. Chris rolls a 3.
Gets a 6.
Andrew rolls a 6.
I will
The Hunter
have
Orc or the Moran and Orc is
two-handed
pushed back.
guy attempt to do the wounds, and then the
Rolled a
fainting
4 there.
bow guy will kill him with a 6.
The other guy rolled a 6.
Yep.
Takes out the Hunter Orc. Uh-oh, starting to swing a little here. Chris needs a fight, needs a win here desperately.
He will faint.
It's 2 against 1 too. Are you fighting or shielding?
I'm going to fight.
He's gonna fight. He's
Oh.
gotta win. He rolls a 1. Kurt rolls a 6.
My fainting gentleman here kills him with a 5.
And the Hunter Orc gets him. Okay, so Chris, you now have
1, 2, 3.
only your 3 Black Numenorians left, I believe, right?
I'm broken.
So Chris is broken. So at this point, you can elect to end the game. What do you wish to do? Because you can do so when you're broken or 10 turns have passed.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen now is he's going to kill those 3 guys.
Oh, what's going to happen is there's going to be a big smackdown on my guys, and they're going to
Yeah.
accrue more permanent injuries. So, at the risk of being a spoil sport, I think I'm going to end the game to preserve my guys.
That's okay.
That would make a great deal of sense to me, actually. And so that was it. That game ended on turn 3, and it was bloody. Drew lost. There's actually 1 other mercenary, so lost 3.
Versus 6.
And yeah, Chris lost 6 guys, all of which were from his company, though no mercenaries there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back with some post-battle rolling. Okay, so Andrew had only 1 of his regular warband get knocked out. It was a regular Hunter Orc, and he rolled a 2, so he's injured and will miss next game. And you want to roll for your gold?
Sure. Ah.
A mighty 1. And I forget what you add to that if you win.
I think it's 3.
I think it's 3, yeah. So you'll get 4 gold. So
4 gold.
picks up a win and 4 gold. Okay, and now we're gonna come to Chris, who has all of those guys
Yeah.
were knocked out. So you want to go through your warriors first, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll start with this guy. It's a 3.
Okay, so he is missing a game.
Same.
Another 3, another guy missing a game.
Got some more substitutions in here.
Man and Orc
5.
rolls a 5, so he is good.
It's good. Other Moranon.
The other Man and Orc
3. Miss.
misses a
Now,
game.
he missed a game last game. Oh,
He
dear.
just came back.
He just came back. Orc Warrior with a 2.
Misses a game. Oh my god, so far, is that like 4 or 5 of
He's
missing
actually
games?
he's the guy that got like the kill, I think, in one of the last games. And that fella there. Oh, 1.
He is dead.
Yeah, that's a hero.
Oh, sorry, he has to roll 2
Another
dice. So one and 4 is a 5.
Move.
Yeah, again, it's a leg injury.
Leg injury. All of my guys are going to be like hobbling around.
I think, is that 3 of your guys now with leg injuries?
I think all 3 Moranans have leg
I
injuries.
think-
I think all 3 of my original Black Numenorians have leg injuries.
Okay, you want to roll for your gold?
Sure. 4.
So +1 is 5.
Okay.
And then you just need to do your XP and whatnot. And
Yeah.
we'll see if any of your guys get promoted or anything like that.
Yeah, I got